What do I need to do to become the me I want to be? I must ruthlessly eliminate hurry from my life. I live life on a hurry-up basis. Waiting just doesn't work for me. Maybe it doesn't work for you either. I do not like standing in line, especially at the grocery store, so I look for the shortest line possible. I don't like even waiting in line at the pharmacy. In fact, if the pharmacy line is too long, I might just come back later when it's shorter. Or I might stay in line and complain about how long this line is. We live life on a hurry-up basis. So how can we ruthlessly eliminate hurry in our lives, and why would we want to? John Mark Comer said it well. Hurry is the greatest enemy of spiritual life in our day. You cannot be hurried and spiritual. Spirituality, busyness, and hurriedness are incompatible. We need rest. So how can we ruthlessly eliminate hurry from our lives? 3 ways: practice Sabbath, intentional solitude, and permission to say no. First, practice Sabbath. The definition of Sabbath or Shabbat is rest. When someone says I am Sabbathing, it means I am resting. You know, the thing is that when God set up Sabbath at the beginning and set the day apart at creation, he was saying, I want to spend time with you. I want you to have a time outside of your normal work week to spend with me, your family, and doing good works for other people. Imagine taking a 24-hour period of time each week to spend with God, your family, and others. What would that be like? How amazing would that be? Where you don't have to worry about work, all you do is spend time with God, with family, and with others. This was the intention behind Sabbath. This is the importance of taking a Sabbath. Secondly, intentional solitude. In Luke 5, we find Jesus being bombarded with crowds and people wanting to be healed. And so Luke says this in chapter 5, "But the news about him spread even more, and large crowds would come together to hear him and to be healed of their sicknesses. Yet he often withdrew to deserted places and prayed." Jesus was busy, and at his busiest times, he withdrew to solitude. Why? Because it is in solitude that we are completely naked before God. We are brought face to face with the busyness in our lives and all the things that we have to do, and it is all laid bare before Christ, and we have an option to either dwell on it and stress about it or say, God, it's all yours. Through solitude, we find an opportunity to sit with Christ and take a breath and rest. Reading scripture, praying, practicing other spiritual disciplines, going backpacking or hiking, anytime, all of this is good for practicing solitude. Thirdly, permission to say no. Now, I know this is really hard. Our society doesn't say no very well. In fact, I guarantee you that there are times that you say yes, even though you don't want to say yes, even though you know that it's going to hurt your spiritual and emotional and physical life. And yet you still say yes when you want to say no. Whatever the reason is, we say yes way too often. It is okay to say no. It is okay to recognize where you are emotionally, physically, and spiritually and say, this is my boundary, I'm not gonna go over that. There you have it. 3 simple, well, maybe not so simple, but 3 ways to ruthlessly eliminate hurry in your life. I hope you find value in this, and I hope that you can practice some of these things in your life. God bless. We'll see you next time. I'm back. Hopefully. If you found this valuable and someone else would, just, share it. Whatever.